Hi there. My name is Kathy Allward, and I want to welcome you to a virtual Dash Out the Door 5-minute face facial. Now, I just want to make a disclaimer and say that normally I have on a full face of makeup, but today I'm going to actually do your Dash Out the Door face with you, featuring some of these incredible Mary Kay products. So, welcome, sit back. We want you to enjoy yourself. I hope you learned some tips and tricks, and that you will now be able to just make yourself looking cute if you've got to run out to the grocery store and you want a little bit of something on, but you don't want to take the time to do a whole face full of makeup. That's another class for another time. Okay. All right. So before we get into this, I just want to thank you for watching this. You may be watching it with your consultant, or she may have just shared it with you. But thank you for taking your time to do this. And I wouldn't, I have to tell you, we're looking for three things. We're always looking for happy customers, people who love our products, who love our consultant, and who just want to be pampered silly. Okay, so that's the first thing we're looking for. The second thing we're looking for are happy hostesses, those people who love your consultant, love our products, love your girlfriends, and want to get together and earn some free product. I mean, if it's free, it's for me. And we have some incredible hostess plans that your consultant can tell you about. Okay. And you can do this around your very own kitchen table if you're comfortable with that, or we can do it virtually, whatever is easiest for you. And then the third thing we're looking for are people to do what we do. You know what? You may have a giant inside screaming to get out, but you just haven't figured out what it is you want to do that still gives you oodles of flexibility and gives you a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of money you can earn. Well, you know what? Just sit back, watch what we do. And if you've got some questions, by all means, we will be ready to answer them for you. Okay. So tonight is a 5-minute face, little virtual tutorial here when you need to dash out the door and still look good going out. All righty. So make sure you follow up with your consultant after all of this to let her know what you loved, what you learned, what products you may want to start with. All right. Never an obligation, but there is a $40 gift card that you can activate after this is all over with. So let's get started. All right. First and foremost, I will tell you that we are going to start with a blank face. Okay, now I'm going to tell you that I have already prepared my face with our skincare, and we have lots of skincare options that you can choose. This one is our 3D Miracle Set, which is fabulous. It's probably designed for those who are 30 to 40. Then we have our Time Wise Repair System. And by the way, I already have 2 classes on each one of these, giving you all the features and benefits of all of these products. I have prepared my face with the Time Wise Repair. This is the one that is going after all of what Time has done. Then you could prepare your skin with our Mary Kay Naturally set. And this is for those of you who are looking for an almost, and when I say almost, I'm talking about 99.96%, 100% alternative. Phenomenal. It's EcoCert. It has the Cosmos certification. It's amazing. Or if you have a young teen who's just now getting started with skincare, then maybe the botanical line would be for you. This one is incredible. All right, I'll pull it up so you can see what it includes. This one has your cleanser, your toner, your gel, your scrub, all in one set, and she would love it. Easy peasy. Okay, so you're going to get the full easy solutions using the botanicals. Now let's get started with what we're going to use to dash out the door. First and foremost, I'm going to use our primer. The primer it has an SPF 15 in it, and it acts like an invisible buffer between all of the cells on our skin, kind of fills them in, smooths them out, and then it acts like a magnet that is going to attract your foundation and hold it in place for up to 12 hours. It is phenomenal. Okay, so down here you can see you have an orange, and here they put the primer and foundation on, and here no primer. Another thing that's going to happen when you use our primer is that you use far less of your foundation. You really don't need it much at all, okay? This is another example of a before on your cheek. See all our little, dimples and things, and after. So it's just going to smooth it out. It is a lightweight gel. Let me just be able to see what I'm doing here. Okay, it's a lightweight gel. I'm just going to take a little bit. You don't need much. Put it between my fingers and just gently rub it into my skin. Okay, that's all you do. All right, and let it dry for about 10 seconds. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go right into our CC cream. CC cream basically means complexion correction. Okay, so here we have we have 5 different shades. Okay, it has an SPF in it of 15. Now the 15 in the primer and the 15 in this don't add up to 30. Okay, it's the one that has the is closest to the sun. But the complexion correction is going to protect, it's going to brighten, it's going to correct. Okay, so it's going to minimize any redness, it's going to conceal, and it's going to hydrate because think of this as a tinted moisturizer. So it's going to have a lightweight coverage with a moisturizer included in it. It's also going to reduce visible signs of aging and defend against the sun's rays with your SPF 15. Okay, here you have before CC cream, after CC cream. All right, so let me just go ahead and show you. Now, we also have oodles and oodles of tools you can use, but I'm just going to keep it simple. God gave us fingers, and we're just going to use our fingers. You don't need much of this. It's in a pump. You just take a little squirt. Once again, less is more. Okay, now I would probably have to have 2 squirts of this if I didn't have my primer on already. Rub it between your fingers, spread it out on your face. Okay, and off we go. Now, I will tell you, it just evens right out. It's super easy peasy. Okay, blends right in. This particular one is very light because that's the color it is, and that's what my skin is. It's very light. But if you wanted to get a little bit more precise with it, we have 2, besides our fingers, we have 2 tools. This is our liquid foundation brush, and you can literally just buff it on in. Okay. You could put it directly on the brush, or you could put it on the back of your hand and dip it and blend. All right. Or like I did, you put it on with your fingers and just blend it in. Or you could use our blending sponge. So this one is closer to a sponge. The bristles are like super compact. I love this brush. I love them all, but this one I love because it acts like the sponge and you end up having your skin looking airbrushed. Okay. All right. So you just blend it in and off you go. All right. So there we are. That is your CC cream. The next step is under eye correcting concealer. That's this bad boy. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about that, but let me show it to you first. Under eye correcting concealer is a peach base concealer, and the peach in it counteracts any blue or redness, which typically shows up underneath our eyes. Okay, I love it. It's got a wand. It's easy, easy, easy to use. And you can see the difference. There she's got some under eye discoloration, and after, it's all gone. All right. So let me pull myself back up here and show you what I do with it. Tiny little bit. You can either put it on the back of your hand and apply it with a concealer brush, or you can just apply it with the wand and blend it in with your fingers. Typically, I will do a little V shape and just pat. Anytime you are working with the tender eye area, y'all, you want to make super duper sure that you stipple. You see what I'm doing? instead of pulling and tugging. Now you can already see the difference. I got to tell you, it's kind of hard to do this into a camera, but we'll get it. Okay, there's one eye. Here's the other eye. Now, this time I'll use our concealer brush and just show you. Same idea, stipple, stipple, stipple. Make sure you get inside the corners of your eyes, okay? And remember, your eyelids are part of your face. So if you've got redness up there, put it up there as well, okay? All right, so either way, what I love about this is you can always go back and add more if you need to. But there we have our correcting concealer. Put on with our concealer brush. All right, next thing we're gonna do is I am gonna show you these fabulous, fabulous liquid eyeshadows. So let me get that picture up for you and show you these 4 fabulous products, okay? It comes in 4 different colors. You have Starlight. You have, no, this one is Light Beam. This one is Starlight. I'll just do it this way. This is Light Beam. That's Purple Nova. That's Starlight. And that's Meteor Shower. All right. But given we're doing a quick dash out the door, I'm going to use Light Beam. It's the lightest of them all. And so let me come back to see what I'm doing here. Okay. It's also got a little sponge. So easy to apply, you guys. Super duper easy. So you're, well, okay, we're just going to put a tiny little bit here. And once again, you can blend it in with your fingers. I always go inside my nose with the light one and all the way up and around. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it, okay? Or if you wanted to, you could take a concealer brush. You could put it on the back of your hand and you could pick it up with the brush and apply it that way. Whichever you feel most confident and comfortable with is totally, totally fine. Okay, so there it is. Just quick little bunch of shimmer. Off you go. All right. Now, I love wearing a full face of makeup. So I got to tell you guys that I am much more comfortable with like 3 or 4 colors of eyeshadow. And so what I've done in our Petite palette, little compact, all of our compacts are magnetic and they're refillable. They're awesome. This one holds a cheek color and 1 other eyeshadow. And so what I have done is I've put Hot Fudge, which is a complementary to this Light Beam, which is kind of like vanilla ice cream. Okay, I have put Hot Fudge in here. And so I'm going to pick it up with our little angled brush. You see that? And I'm going to take a tiny little bit and I'm just going to put it right there in the crease and right out here in the corner. You don't have to do that in any way, shape, or form, but that's just me. I'm a little bit more comfortable with that amount of makeup. And then I go back with our blending brush and I just blend it in. Now, another thing you can do, you guys, is if you wanted to, and you felt like you needed a little bit of liner, you could take and line with the darker contrasting color right there. Okay. All right. So let me do the other eye, kind of get us back to normal. And when I put the mid-tone color on, I just put it on in a windshield wiper motion right there with the base of my eye socket bone. You can feel it. Okay, that's where I put it. Windshield wiper motion is what I blend with. This one definitely needs to be blended. Okay, now remember too that you don't need much. These are mineral eyeshadows, and you have a cream eyeshadow on, and so therefore it's going to grab hold. So you do not need much. Let me go ahead and line my eyelid right there. Okay. There you go. Blend it in. Now, let's say you've goofed. Let's say you have got stuff dragging out all over here and you don't like it and it's not pretty. Magic Eraser is your foundation. Teensy little bit on your pinky, on your pointer finger. Blend it together with 2 little fingers. You've got a little bit on each finger, and then you just take and gently swipe up. Okay, and it cleans it right on up. Okay. The next step in our routine is our ultimate mascara, and ultimate means ultimate. This is going to give you Vavoom lashes. Let me show you here. All righty, those are your 4 colors of your liquid eyeshadows. This is ultimate mascara, Vavoom, before, after, 2 coats. And I'm a girl that likes a lot of mascara. So a lot of times I'll put on 2 of our different kinds of mascaras. Here's another tip from one of our makeup artists, Lori Hogg. It says to bend the tip. I know that sounds crazy to make it like that. But basically, when you do that, you can get in closer with your mascara. I got to tell you guys, it's kind of hard to do this into a computer camera, but we're getting it. Okay. There you go. Already you can see the difference. And if I were in my own bathroom, I would curl my lashes prior to this, but here we go. We're just gonna. Now, if you need to, like I need to on this one, I can take this part of the 45-degree angle and go over here, and I'm not gonna jab my inner nose like we do all the time, right? Okay, and I can go back in here and I can even those little bad boys up, okay? Which is hard to do in a computer camera because I got them stuck together here right now, but you get the idea, right? Then you can take the edge of what you just put on there and do your bottom lashes. Okay, just brush across like that. And there you go. All righty. I probably have more on one eye than the other. Okay, this is supposed to be a 5-minute tutorial. I don't need to be messing with my eyes quite so much. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. The next thing we're going to put on is our cheek color. Okay. We have a wonderful cheek color brush. Do you see that it's angled? See? So this is, if you were to do contouring and highlighting, which is a whole nother party, and I will do that tutorial for you. This would be your contour, and this part would be your highlighting. But we're just going to pick it up with the meat of this. We're going to wipe it through. A little bit goes a long way. You're going to start at the apples of your cheeks. Here's a good lesson for you. You don't want to go in any closer than that, actually that. And you want to have your cheek color, feel the base of your cheekbone. You can feel it. Okay, that's where you're going to apply it. And you're going to apply it in the shape of a paisley. All right. If you put it down here, you're just basically going to drag your face down. And if you put it in here, it's going to look, your face is going to look squished. All right. And if you just stick it out here, it's not hanging on much of anything. You just want to look like you've gently blushed. So I don't have much. You can always blow it off, blow off the excess. And we just start and we sweep it back and forth in a paisley shape. Okay, if you wanted to, you could flip the brush over and just blend. If you didn't do any of your contouring with that color. Okay, Shy Blush is the color. We're just going back to our hairline. Okay, you don't really want to go way up here. Okay, you just want to just gently paisley shape. Okay, and blend. Okay. I have one other tool which I would normally use, but for right now, we're just using this one. Okay. Oops, I got more on one side than the other. Even yourself up. All righty. Okay. There's your little petite palette. Perfect for travel. And then we just finish it with our lip gloss. Let me show you. These are so pretty, you guys. Our lip glosses are the bomb. There's your little petite palette. It can hold 4 eyeshadows. It can hold a cheek color and 1 eyeshadow, and it's magnetic. You can mix and match. It's perfect if you're just on a weekend getaway. Okay. But here are some of our incredible shades of lip gloss. We have 14 delicious shades. They're either in a cream, a pearl, or a shimmer. This one is Berry Delight. And Berry Delight is just a pretty, pretty, pretty color. Okay, I love these. They've got a big, soft pad. They are not sticky. They go on beautifully, and they're just light and yummy, and they feel great. So here you go. Okay, this one is Berry Delight, and you always want to go. Nice thing about this is you could turn it over on this pointy part and make more of a lip line if you wanted to, but we're just dashing out the door. Okay, that's all we're doing right now, and you always want to go back and do that. Okay, kiss your lips. There we go. Now, in my opinion, no look would be complete if you didn't finish it with some translucent loose powder. The loose powder, in my opinion, just sets everything. It tones everything down. If you have happened to goof, it tones everything down. So I take my big fat fluffy powder brush, loose powder brush, dip it in the lid, okay, knock off the excess, and just powder myself, okay. You know, if you want to learn how to keep your lipstick on longer, that'll be a whole nother class. Make sure you join us, okay. And you just finish it. It sets it, it tones down any kind of shine, and will keep your makeup on a lot longer. And then this isn't part of Dash Out the Door, but in my opinion, it's an important piece, just as important as your foundation primer, is your finishing spray. Skindivia finishing spray. This is exactly what the makeup artists have created for those award shows, you know, the Emmys, the Oscars, all that kind of stuff behind the scenes, and they are going to have their moment on TV, and then they're going to party all night. This will make your makeup last up to 12 hours. Oh my gosh, it really, really works. It's like walking through a little mist of water. Okay, so you just basically go 1, 2, 3. You're done. Your makeup is set for the rest of the day. So if you're going to dash out the door, this is a great look for you to pull together. I wasn't timing it, but I don't think it took very long. And quite frankly, I'm not going to be in your bathroom talking to you, telling you about all the features and benefits of all of these products as you get dressed. Guarantee you could dash out the door in 5 minutes with this look. Okay. Now, let me just tell you that no party would be complete if I didn't tell you a little bit about why I got started. All right, because you might have that giant inside screaming to get out. So I started my business in 1992 in Rhode Island because I fell in love with the product. And I fell in love with the business shortly thereafter it because I realized that my consultant was, I was over there buying stuff all the time, and she wasn't paying the same thing for it as I was. And my daughter was 13, and I figured she was going to want to start wearing makeup soon. So I thought, worst case scenario, I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, no big deal, right? Well, 6 weeks later, we moved to Indianapolis, and I had played with my girlfriends at that time. They loved the product. I fell in love with the business as well, brought it to Indianapolis, and within a year, we had earned our first of now 14 free cars in Mary Kay. And I was like having a blast. All the while, I was able to work around my family and keep my values of my faith first, my family second, and my career third in proper perspective and in order. We were able, in that starter kit, digging into it, to provide 2 college educations, a portion of our home, weddings, flexibility, keeping my faith, a work ethic instilled in our kids, just all kinds of things were stuck inside that starter kit that I had absolutely no idea. But more importantly than that was I didn't know what was packed inside of me. And this just became a vehicle for me to be able to dig around and discover some of those gifts. And now I love helping other women untie the ribbons of their gifts and discover what God has given them and help them to begin to provide for their families in a way that maybe they had no other option to do before. Okay. So that is my story. Let me just share with you some options, because you might be thinking, this isn't so bad. I could probably do that. Look at you. You haven't been on here very long and you do look like you could dash out the door. First thing, there are 3 ways to do this. You could become a smart shopper, get 50% off on your products, and sell to a few family and friends. This is what I did in the beginning. I figured, you know what? Worst case scenario, I get my products at cost. Best case scenario, I couldn't have told you what it was at that point in time. And then when we brought it to Indianapolis, I began to realize that not only could I make my profit on selling the product, but I had extra cash for all of those things I was telling you about. We traveled, we paid for college educations, weddings, all that kind of stuff, along with tax deductions that we didn't have prior to this. And it didn't take me long to realize that I could be a boss babe, and so can you. You could have the financial freedom and flexibility that you are looking for and take control of your future. You can get paid what you're worth, not what the job says you're worth. Okay. Now, there are right now some options for you. First of all, you can get that full starter kit, which I did. In it now, you've got about $400 worth of full-size retail product. Along with me, I pop out of the starter kit and help teach and train you on what it is you want to do. Or you could do what we call an e-start, which allows you to get digitally up and running. Okay, you're not going to have the full kit and the product, but you're going to have a personal shopping website and the opportunity to process credit cards, which are a $70 value. All of the customer support, all of the consultant support, and me, I teach and train you what to do. And all of that is only $30. But you know what? If you're a girl that says, hey, I want it all, then you can get it all. You can get your full starter kit, e-start tools, all for $130. You know what? It is a great, great opportunity. So make sure, if you have questions about that, or you're ready to say, hey, let's go. I don't know exactly how it's going to do, but I'm willing to try, then get in touch with your consultant or get in touch with me, and we will start you on your journey. Okay. Another fun tool that Mary Kay has for you is a skin analyzer app. And this is something I want you to download. Go to the App Store, the Google Play Store, and download the Mary Kay Skin Analyzer with a Z app and play with it. This is an opportunity where you can take your phone and it shoots a picture of your face, and then it tells you the areas that need a little work, and then it'll tell you the products they would recommend for helping those areas. And what you can then do is share it with your consultant, and you two can have a conversation about what it is you might want to try. Okay. Now, let me just show you how all of this comes in. I want to tell you that it is totally, totally complimentary. But before I do that, I want to show you this. You know how little girls get to come to the mall and build a bear? Big girls get to come to a Mary Kay party and build a bag. And this bag is awesome. It's microfiber, so it cleans up easy. It also rolls up. There's 4 fabulous pockets. You can hang it up from the back of your door. Okay. Each one of the pockets Velcro on and off. And you can load it up with all kinds of fabulous things. And then you can roll it up and you are ready to pop that right in your suitcase and go. Okay. So let me show you some options you might want to put in there. First of all, I told you we started with a clean face. So I started with this TimeWise repair system. You could use the 3D Miracle set, you could use the Naturally set, the Botanical set, or a Clearproof Acne system. And those are wonderful things that you want to try with your consultant, or go back and watch our parties that we did featuring these two skincare systems. But tonight, what we did was a 5-minute face. Now, I will admit I added a few extra little things, but basically, your 5-minute face was your CC cream, your liquid eyeshadow, your lip gloss, the little palette, and a cheek color, and an ultimate mascara. And what I added was the concealer, the translucent loose powder, and the finishing spray and the primer. Okay. So that system retail, this right here retails for $96. And if you want to add some extra things, you can. Then stay tuned. We're going to have a date night beauty party where we talk about contouring. We go into 3 eyeshadows. We do it all. And that's when you're getting ready to go out with your sweetie. Or if you're looking for a gift to give somebody, just say spa. It is a fabulous, fabulous body pampering treatment that includes a scrub, a wash, a lotion, and our satin hand set and our satin lip set. You will love it. Now, for those of you who love, love, love a Skinvigorate brush, a sonic pulsing brush you can add with your cleanser, we have that. And we also, you can get an additional massaging head to go with it if you wanted to for an additional $25. But our Skinvigorate system is so pampering and so nice. So all of this, okay, if you choose any and all of this, or if you go off this chart and you look into the lookbook and there are things that you want and they total $199 or more, then you can have a roll-up bag for free or the Skinvigorate brush for half price. It is an awesome, awesome deal. Now, I told you earlier about a $40 gift card that you can activate, and you can do that tonight by telling your consultant, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I want to activate my $40 gift card. And all you do is you get 3 or more of your girlfriends around the table or virtually meeting together and share them with your consultant, and she will give you $40 off of what you purchased tonight. Okay. And as always, make sure that you ask her how you can get into the contest to have a satin lip set drawing for free. You know, you guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate you wanting to watch this and help your consultant. And if you have any questions about what I have done, if you have any questions about how to become a Mary Kay girl or how to become a hostess, what are your hostess perks, all of that kind of stuff, make sure you touch base with either me or your consultant and we will get you all set. Thank you for taking your time. I hope you learned something new. And you know what? The next time you are dashing out the door and want to look cute, make sure you've got your 5-minute face on.